Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for game one. Well, I should say the only game of what's essentially day 4.5. It's about day five technically. However, both of these teams have technically not yet played their fourth game. Both teams are 0-3 on the season as we get ready for this matchup between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits. These two teams get ready to face off here tonight. Hello everyone. My name is Mason Strong, your broadcaster once more for this Scenic City Collegiate League matchup here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. These teams get ready to match it up here. Emma Zymet will get the start here tonight for this Bandit squad against both teams 0-3 here to start their season, looking for their first win now on the year. Face off here for the first time tonight. The lone matchup here in this nighttime matchup. This is a washout from the 14th, or excuse me, yes, it was from June 14th when they were supposed to play the first night match up of the season. They were not able to, though, due to the rain out. So now they come out here for their very first time in a night matchup as we get ready to match out for the very first time here. 0-3 teams looking for their first win of the Scenic City Collegiate season. Red Bats are 3-1. Smokies are 4-0. Either team looking for their first win here tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at this lineup now. Zyman again will be the starter for this Bandit squad. Go ahead and take a look at the Smoky Mountain Rain here. Lauren Jamerson will lead us off, the left fielder here tonight, wearing number 5. Loser will be at shortstop, wearing number 2 in the 2 spot. Madeline Hale will be at first base, wearing number 12 in the 3 spot. Barnes will be the DP, hitting fourth, wearing 10. Tong will be at third base, once again, wearing 16 in the 5 spot. Frazier will be behind the plate, wearing 15 in the 6. Recrozio will be at second base, wearing number 6 in the 7th spot. Dro will be in right field, once again, wearing number 11 in the 8th spot. Johnny Patterson will be in center field, wearing number 1, hitting the 9th spot. Timmy Shreve will be the DP in the 10th spot, wearing number 8. Shelby Buffington will get the start here tonight for this Rain squad. First pitch will be called for a strike 0-1. We're underway here for day essentially 4.5 here of this Scenic City Collegiate League season. Jamerson will get the leadoff spot here tonight for the very first time this season. Next pitch from the left-hander bounces in the dirt, now 1-1. Yeah, both teams 0-3 to start the season. Both teams looking for their very first win this year. Bandits had a good opportunity last night against the Red Bats, with the Red Bats who started off the game with the lead. Bandits retook the lead for the very first time as this one stays high, now 2-1. Make it 4-3. So the Red Bats put up 4 runs off of Ella Cunningham, who made the return in last night's game. She's not in the lineup here tonight. They'll retake the lead and get themselves to 3-1. 2-1 now to Jamerson's out and away for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Nobody on, nobody out here for Jamerson. Her first at bat of the night. First time leading off here this season for the Division II product, the returner to this Scenic City Collegiate League. 3-1. Called a strike. Now 3-2. Loser will hit next to the shortstop, and then Hale at first base will be in the 3 spot. 3-2 from the left-hander. Hits it hard. Second base side. Knocked down. Throw to first will be in time for round number 1. Bring up Loser now for the first time here tonight. So Fowler to Dans. Makes for out number 1. Brings up Loser now for the first time here tonight in the 2 spot once again. Shortstop here tonight. First time for her. First pitch off speed, hits it lightly through the right-hand side and into right center field. It'll be a base knock. Loser makes a hard turn. She's going to make her way into second base on the miscue, and a double for Loser. Center fielder tried to pick it up, could not pick it up cleanly. Loser able to advance to second, and now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Got the off speed and just kind of shoveled out there to right center field. She's able to swipe second as well, and now it brings up Hale with a runner in scoring position. First pitch from the lefty stays high, ball 1. Loser dancing off that second base bag quite far. Good wheels here for the utility player at second now. Hale comes up for the first time here tonight. 1-0. Side now 2-1 or 2-0. Evening here once again here in northern Chattanooga. It's been a fairly warm day, cloud covered time, a lot of sunlight here today. Mostly the clouds out to our right-hand side. You won't really see them on screen here at all. 2-0. Down and in for a strike, now 2-1. Loser at second, 1 away. Jamerson grounds out to start us off. Loser with the first pitch double to right. Brings up the first baseman, Hale in the 3 spot. Barnes would hit next if given the chance. 2-run homer for her in her last game. Now Hale pops this one up left-hand side, up and out of play. Now 2-2. 2-2 the count, 1 away. Runner at second. Next pitch from the lefty stays up high in the zone. Called strike 3. Time its first strikeout of the afternoon. Now it brings up Barnes with 2 away. Hill goes down looking on strikes. Now it brings up the DP. The runner on, 2 out. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Tong would hit next if given the opportunity. 2 outs, 0-1 the count. Loser at second base. This one down and away now is Barnes, 1-1. DP Barnes coming up for the first time here today. And Tong, the third baseman, would hit next. Rising sophomore comes up to the plate here for the first time tonight. 1-1. Base high now, 2-1. For Barnes, her last gameplay, a 2-run homer for her against the Smokies. This one down and away now, 3-1. Throw down to second. Loser with a head first slide, able to make it in. Fowler with a diving attempt could not apply the tag. He had been dancing down there at second, the catcher. Looking down at Macy Calhoun. Could not get there in time, though. 3-1 the count now to Barnes. Runner at second, 2 away. Hits this one hard, right field side. Right underneath will be the right fielder for out number 3. And that will end the inning as Blaylock makes the play. 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner does get left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. No score here after the top half of 1. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Phoenix City Collegiate League here at Janet Tate Stadium. We'll be right back after this quick break for the remainder of day 4.5 between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain in this night matchup. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. No score here between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain for the top half of 1 here at Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Just tuning in, welcome to the Phoenix City Collegiate League here on day 4.5, essentially. A rain out makeup here on what should have been a day off for a lot of these players. They will get the day off, though, from the 13th, or excuse me, the 14th. Now have to play here in this afternoon matchup. But a beautiful night here on northern Chattanooga. Sun shining, setting down behind us, behind that third base dugout. Slight little breeze going as well. Another beautiful day here down in the south. We'll go ahead and have Shelby Buffington lead us off on the mound here for this ranked squad. She'll make her second start now of the season. We'll go ahead and take a look at this Bandits lineup. They will bat 11 here tonight. Kara Thomas, the third baseman, will lead us off with the first pitch. He's high for a ball, 1-0. Kara Thomas, the third baseman, will lead us off. Robbie Van will hit second, the DP wearing 13. Christian Fowler at second base will hit the 3 spot wearing number 1. Allison Stanley will be in center field wearing number 7 in the 4 spot. Big swing and a miss now makes it 1-1. Avery Dans at first base will wear 15 in the 5 spot. Macy Calhoun behind the plate will hit 6 wearing 11. Thornton at shortstop will wear number 10. 1-1. Big swing and a miss now 1-2. Natty Yates will be in left field in the 8th spot wearing 4. Emmy Clark will be the DP wearing number 3 in the 9th spot. Blaylock will be in right field in the 10th spot wearing number 5. 1-2. Hits it. Now left field side. That ball's foul. Still 1-2. Simon again, the pitcher. In technically 11th spot. We will see if she gets the chance to hit. The belief is that she will. Now Thomas comes up. Still 1-2 the count. Nobody on, nobody away. She'll lead us off here in the bottom half of the frame. Buffington again. Second start for her now for this Reign squad. The 1-2. Now the dirt stays low. 2-2. Buffington, the Chattanooga State product, coming out once again. 2-2. Guys, this one, right-hand side, Hales underneath it, out number 1. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. It brings up Robbie Van. Primarily PO for this Bandit squad has gotten a lot of at-bats already this year. First pitch to her from Buffington. Outside, ball 1. Robbie Van, the returner to the Scenic City Collegiate League. Funny enough, the former Nuga Choo Choo now on this Bandit squad. 1-0. Big swing and a miss now 1-1. No score here, one away. Nobody on here for Robbie Van in her first appearance at the plate here today. No Julia Marisi for this Bandit squad as this one's chopped. Third base side. Kong's got it. Throw to first. Bounces in. Great play by Hale. Out number 2. Nice dig by Madeline Hale at first base. Puts 2 outs on the board. Now it brings up Christian Fowler for the first time here this evening. Super utility player comes up for the first time here tonight. Returner who was also in Nuga Choo Choo last season. We'll see this one low for ball 1. Second base, 3-hole again for this Bandit squad. She's played a lot of third base already this year. Our last year play a lot of outfield as well for the Choo Choos. Pretty much can play everyone for the mound. Next pitch, just a tad too high. Now Tuna. Stanley would hit next if given the opportunity. The center fielder here tonight. Fowler, second base side, gets through, base knock. First hit now for the Bandits, puts a runner on, and maybe some 2-out lightning here. Brings up the 4-hole hitter for the first time tonight. Fowler with another knock. Now it brings up Allie Stanley as the Washington State native comes to the plate. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Stanley, the center fielder tonight. Again, Marisi out of the lineup here tonight. Reese will most likely be the one to come to relief of Zymet on the mound. Next pitch, just a tad high, 1-1. Avery Dans would get the chance to hit next if given the opportunity. A grand slam already for her this season in her very first at-bat to start the year. 1-1. Runner goes inside for a ball. Throw down to second. A good one, but not in time. Fowler with a stolen base. Stolen base for Fowler. A runner in scoring position. 2-1, 2 outs. Nobody, or one runner on. No score. Fowler goes going to take off. This one fouled off, though, for 2-2. Score here in the bottom of the first inning. And the lone night matchup of this day, essentially technically day 5, day 4.5, which way you ever want to call it. Of course, again, this is a rain out makeup game. We'll see the 2-2. Up this now left field line, just foul. Got half a foot of that left field line. Looked a little too hard. Left-handed hitter. Still 2-2 the count, 2 outs, runner at second. No score here between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain in the bottom half of one. Buffington just trying to get out number 3. She able to get the first 2 on a pop-up and a ground out to third. A single from Fowler and a stolen base puts her in scoring position. 2-2 to Stanley. Tad outside. That's ball 3. She thought that was ball 4. And now full count with 2 outs. Toss the bat and everything. She was getting ready to take off that elbow pad. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner at second. No score between the Bandits and the Rain. Offering for Buffington. Chops this one. Third base side. Foul. Buffington again trying to see if he can warrant a clean inning here in the bottom half of the first. After the Rain got shut out to start. At top of the frame after the double from Loser. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. She goes down swinging. We go to the top half of the second inning. 1 hit, 1 runner gets left stranded. No score here after 1. We go to the top of the second inning. Between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here on day 4.5 in the night matchup. Simon steps back out on the mound. 5, 6, and 7 will come up for this Rain squad as they'll look to see if they can get on the board here for the first time tonight. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the second frame we go. No score here after 1. Rain come back up to hit. Bandits head out to the field. Simon going to look to see if she can get through her second inning of work here. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for this Rain squad. Tong, Frazier, and Recrozio will come up to the plate here for the first time this evening. Left-hander faces off against the Division III product to the plate for the first time tonight. Pitches the ball up high, 1-0. Third baseman steps in for the first time here. One out. Out to the dirt, now 2-0. Jordan Tong, the rising junior out of Greensboro College, from Arcadia, Ohio. 3 Ohio natives this year in the Scenic City Collegiate League. 2-0. Out to the dirt once again, now 3-0. Teammate of former postseason MVP Anna Frazier of the Scenic City Collegiate League from last year for those that followed along. The Smoky Mountain Rain squad take a victory in the championship game. Tong now fouls this one off, 3-1. 80 games over 2 seasons at Greensboro. 69 starts for her. 37 games played, 28 starts this past season, and over 1,000 OPS for her. 3-1. Chop this one, shortstop side. Thornton's got it, throws to first, in time, out number 1. Now it brings up the catcher, Frazier, for the first time here tonight. Now Kendall Frazier, the Young Harris College product, the rising senior from Longwood, Florida. Loveless Wander at the plate. Takes this one low for a ball, 1-0. Ever-growing trend, it feels like, of catchers going barehanded at the plate when it comes to hitting. 1-0. High, just a tad, 2-0. Crozio, the second baseman, would hit next. For her first time to the plate here this afternoon. No one out, nobody on. No score here in the top half of the second frame between the Bandits and the Rain. Hits this one, second base side. Knocked down for a moment. Throw to first will be in time for out number 2. Eight pitches, 2 outs. Crozio comes up with nobody on. First time here tonight. Rising junior from UT Martin. Division I product, from Weirton, West Virginia. First pitch from Zyman. High first strike, 0-1. The throw would get the chance to hit next if given the opportunity, the right fielder. Of right field, you get one out to right field on a high fly. It might be hard for that right fielder to find it. Check swing, swing from Crozio. Makes it assignment. Throw to first in time. Out number 3. No hits, no errors, no one able to reach. Go to the bottom half of 2. No score here after the top half of the frame. We go to the bottom half of the second inning between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain. No score. Rain head back out to the field. Bandits will bring up 5, 6, and 7. We'll be back in just a moment here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning we go. No score here after the top half of 2. Bandits come up with Dans, Calhoun, and Thornton. As part of this Bandits lineup coming to the plate. Buffington will try and see if she can work clean second just like her opposing side. Simon. A 1, 2, 3 top half of the frame. Avery Dance comes to the plate for the first time here tonight. The first baseman catcher combo. A grand slam in her first appearance at the plate here this season. To get a home run since, but let's see if she can maybe track down number 2 here. Buffington will face her for the first time tonight. First pitch. It's this one or softly left-hand side foul, 0-1. So for Dan's, Cumberland U commit the NAIA school out of Silverdale Academy, a former Seahawk. Comes to the plate with nobody on, nobody out to lead us off here in the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Bandits and Rain. Skies this one foul, 0-2. Hit my car, please. I can't afford a new windshield just yet. 0-2 from Buffington. Stays low now, 1-2. Both teams recorded 1 hit in the first inning. Both teams left that runner stranded at second. See if maybe the Rain can do what the Bandits did in the top half of the frame, as this one's outside. Now 2-2. The 1-2-3 second inning. The Bandits see if they can strike first here in this matchup. Good opportunity here. 2-2. It's this one sharply foul once again. Still 2-2. Beyond nobody out here. She'll lead us off the bottom half of the frame. Former Silverdale Academy Seahawk again, 4-year starter. They have travel ball with the Fury Platinum. Buffington sets the 2-2. Fouls it off once again, still 2-2. Buffington again. The rising junior from Chattanooga State. And Abby Walker of the Red Bat squad. Or excuse me, of this. Yes, it is of the Red Bats. I'm thinking about Barnes, or Ava Barnes, excuse me. This one stays low now, 3-2 for Dan. Count full with nobody on and nobody out. But for Buffington, science major. From Page High School, the former Patriot, started at the University of North Texas before transferring back to Chattanooga State. Brown Dans hits this one sky high, third base side. Punk's going to call it off. She'll make the grab, out number 1. Now it brings up Macy Calhoun, the catcher. First time here tonight. Buffington, 1-0 at 2 2/3 inning of work at UNT in 3 appearances. This last year went 7-0 with Chattanooga State. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. 7-0 record over 16 appearances, 8 starts for her. 50 innings of work to her name, the 0-1. Pad down and away now, 1-1. A 1.2 whip and a 3.3 ERA. 36 strikeouts for her over those 50 innings of work. 1-1. Skies this one. First base side. Hale's going to call it off. She will make the grab, out number 2. 9 pitches to get 2 outs here. It brings up the dangerous Olivia Thornton. 2 home runs for her in yesterday's game. A solo shot and a 2-run homer to right and center. The dangerous Queens U product, the rising junior. Tall utility player at shortstop here tonight. Coach Kelsey had asked around the dugout, hey, anybody want to play shortstop? And guess who was the first person to raise her hand? This one's called for a strike, 0-1. Granted, multiple Bandits players said, hey, I'll play short tonight, but Thornton got first dibs. Mostly outfielder steps in for the first time here tonight. Got a pop in that swing, 0-1. What'd I say? Hits this one, left center field. That'll bounce all the way to the wall. Thornton's going to turn up for 2. She'll make it in standing. Another double for the Bandits. And now a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Third extra base hit in a row for Olivia Thornton now in as many days. Now it brings up Addie Yates, the left fielder, with 1 on and nobody out. A second 2 runs are hit now for this Bandit squad. Fowler had the last one. The bottom of the first inning with a single and a stolen base. First pitch to Yates. Hits this one softly, left center field. That ball's going to get down. Jamerson will get in front of it. Thornton breaking for the plate. She will get in standing. Bandits take an early lead, 1-0. Now your score. And Yates with a good piece of hitting, just kind of lofts it to left field. Jamerson could not get to it in time. Thornton with a head full of steam, able to break to the plate. Now 2 outs, a 1-0 lead for the Bandits, and a runner still at first. First pitch going. Shot to left field. That ball gets down. Jamerson on the slide will get in front of it. Second and first now with 2 away. Back-to-back first pitch swinging. Back-to-back knocks. Second and first, 2 outs. Now a conversation here between the mound. 1-0 now your score. Bandits lead over the Reign. Second and first, 2 outs. Emmy Clark singles the left. Yates singles the left. And now it brings up the right fielder, Blaylock. Diamond would hit next if given the chance. But now the Chattanooga State commit from Soddy Daisy High School, the former Trojan, just graduated this year. Steps up with runners on and a chance to extend this Bandits lead. They now lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Back-to-back knocks to left field after the double by Thornton to deep left center. 0-1 from Buffington. Bounces in, got her on the leg. Now base is full with 2 outs. 4 straight runners on for the Bandits. Now it brings up the pitcher, Zymet, with still 2 away. Yates to third, Clark to second. Great speed from her. Blaylock now at first, and it brings up the pitcher with a chance to see if she can help herself out now at the plate. 1-0 Bandits lead. Buffington just trying to minimize the damage. First pitch. High and away, ball 1. Top of the order up next for the Bandits if we get to it. Simon trying to make that happen. Buffington just trying to settle it down and get through the remainder. Next pitch, called a strike, 1-1 on the check swing. Bryan College product at the plate, the Rising Junior, the NAIA school. He's the 1-1. Inside, just a tad too far. 2-1. Frazier was like, ooh. Double by Thornton with 2 outs to left center and a single by Yates brings her home. Next one just too far inside, 3-1. About as close as you can get. Feels like she's getting squeezed on the inner half. Simon now with a chance to drive in another run. 3-1 from Buffington. In the inner half, called a strike, 3-1. Or excuse me, 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be on the go as the bases are full. 1-run lead for the Bandits. They are ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Next pitch from Buffington. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And they get out of the bottom of the second with only 1 allowed. They leave the bases full. We go to now to the top of the third inning. 1-0 Bandits lead. A 2-out rally gives them that lead. They do leave the bases loaded. Go to the top half of the frame here for Janet Tate's game in Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League softball here on day 4.5, essentially. Robbie Van will make her way out to the mound now for this Bandits squad. She'll look to come in relief now of Simon. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain 1-0 here through 2. Top of the third inning we go. 1-0 now your score. Bandits find themselves ahead here as we go to the top of the third. Smoky Mountain Rain come up for the third time here tonight. 8, 9, and 10 will come to the plate. Boudreaux, Patterson, and Shreve will come up. Find themselves down 1-0 after the Thornton double and the 8 single. They do leave the bases loaded, but now it will be the chance here for this Rain squad. Boudreaux will foul off first pitch for 0-1. Right fielder Boudreaux comes in tonight. Robbie Van comes to the mound for the first time here. This one bounces the dirt, now 1-1. So Robbie Van comes in for Emma Zymet. He will go 2 innings, gives up no runs. Only 1 hit allowed and 1 strikeout. Boudreaux comes in with a 1-1. Drives this one down the left field side. Underneath it will be the left fielder Yates for round number 1. Launch angle just a little low. Had a lot of zip on that one. Now 1 out and nobody on, and it brings up Donnie Patterson for the first time here tonight. And gets out number 1. Faces Patterson for the first time tonight. Joe's bunt goes through for a strike, 0-1. Shreve will hit next. Possibly Buffington if given the chance. We will see if she does hit or not. 0-1. Off speed, tad too far outside. Now 1-1. Patterson, the rising sophomore from Stetson University, the Mad Hatter. 1-1 from Van. Inside strike, go out 1-2. Patterson, who's out in center field, seeing that enter strikes, probably thinking, hey, weren't you squeezing my starter just a moment ago in that top half of the frame, or the bottom half, I should say. 1-2. Way outside, now 2-2. Center fielder comes in now for the first time tonight. Bobby Van again coming in relief, started at the DP in the 2 spot. She will still hit, now pitch. Next pitch is down in the dirt, now 3-2. And the former Choo-Choo, the rising senior from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, started her collegiate career with Georgia Military College JUCO School. 3-2 down and in for called strike 3, 2 away. Two down now here. In the top of the third inning, Patterson goes down looking on strikes. First strikeout of the night for Robbie Van, brings up Allie Shreve. First pitch outside, ball 1. Shreve the DP tonight. Pitcher first baseman combo. Salem University. Division II school steps up. Big swing and a miss to the off speed. Now 1-1. Wanted to send that one over the baseball field and left. Bloomingdale, Ohio native. Second of 3 Ohio natives this year. Alongside Aria Horner and Jasmine Tong. This one's inside for a ball now 2-1. So it will be Jamerson who will hit next, so Buffington will not have the at-bat here tonight. We'll go to the top of the order here in just a moment. 2-1. Fouls it off now 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 your score. Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here through the top half of 3. After the double and single from Thornton and Yates has given this Bandit squad the lead. Bobby Van trying to work clean. First inning of relief. Now Shreve pops this one up straight up to the third base side. Getting underneath it will be able to make the grab for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Bandits. No hits, no errors. Nobody gets left stranded. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 your score. Bandits still lead over the Rain here through the top half of 3. We'll see if they're able to try and tack on a few more. Buffington will come out for another inning of work. Just a quick one. We'll be right back here at Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball. Here on day 4.5, technically, in the night matchup. Sun's starting to set even further on our left-hand side. We'll be back in just a moment at the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third inning we go. 1-0 your score. Bandits trying to see if they can maybe add on to their lead. They find themselves ahead here over the Smoky Mountain Range squad. Top of the order will come up. Cara Thomas, Robbie Van, Kristen Fowler. Only one of those 3 had a hit in that first inning. They now come up for the second time here tonight. Buffington will now try and go to work here. Up that 1 run and even able to at least strand the bases loaded. In that second inning, Thomas gets around on one, lands it fouled, had too far, 0-1. Thomas who flew out first her last time up, comes up now for the second time here tonight. Third baseman who made the final out there in that second inning. Next one to strike, 0-2. Thomas, the rising junior out of Gaston College. 0-2, nobody on, nobody out. Next pitch. Out to the dirt, can't get her to go. Or now 1-2. Thomas. Monker, North Carolina, the former Northwood Charger. 18 games this past season, 1 start for her. 1-2. Hits this one off the end of the bat towards right field. Boudreau backing up will make the grab, out number 1. Sun really trying to play a factor in that right field side. We saw it happen a lot last night. Now, Boudreau able to make the grab here in round number 1. We saw some of yesterday's game. Right field was a bit of a absolute chaos show. As now Van chops this one, second base side, knocked down, throw to first in time. Pitch, second out. 2 away here now in this bottom half of the 3rd inning. Crozio able to make the play. Robbie Van with a groan as she makes her way back to the dugout. Thought she had herself a better swing on that one, but now it brings up Kristen Fowler, a single for her to the right-hand side her last time up, a stolen base, and got left stranded at second. First pitch is a strike going 1. Fowler, tonight's second baseman, has played a lot of third base. He's your super utility player, the senior at the University of West Georgia. 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Good off speed bounces. He offered through. Now, Trenton, Georgia native, the former Dade County Wolverine. He's the 0-2 from Buffington. Hits it third base side, gets through Tong and into left field. Another single for Fowler. She'll make a wide turn, but hold up at first. Another 2-out knock for Fowler. A runner on with 2 away once again for the Bandits. 3rd time here tonight they've done that. Now it brings up Stanley, who went down swinging on strikes her last time up. Allison Stanley now, the Peachy Valley JUCO product, drives this one left field. Lauren Jamerson will make the grab for out number 3, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. 1 hit, 1 runner gets left stranded. No errors, no runs come across. Still 1-0 your score. The Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll be right back after this quick break as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. And it's ahead over the Rain here. Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Rain looking to see if they can get themselves into the work here for the first time tonight here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Here on day 4.5, give or take, on the makeup of the rainout game for the 14th. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning we go. 1-0 your score. Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here for the top half of 4. We go. Robbie Van will look to get through her second inning of work cleanly. She gets through the 3rd fairly easily in her first inning of relief. She'll face Lauren Jamerson now, the former Smoky Mountain Rain, returning once more, who faced off against Van a couple times last year during the summer. First pitch, it's right back to the mound. Van will make the nap, throw to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start here now for Robbie Van in the 4th inning. Now it brings up Lozer, who had a double her last time up with a shot to right center field that she was able to extend to the double. Center fielder and Stanley tried to make the play. Thornton now in right field. Play lock started out there. Loser right back up the middle. Another base knock for her. Second hit of the night. Runner on with one away. Second hit of the night now for Loser. Now it brings up Hale, who went down on strikes looking her last time up. One out, runner on. 1-0 still your score. Rain down to the Bandits here for the top half of 4. Hale, first pitch swinging, fouls it off 0-1. Tonight's first baseman once again. Rising sophomore out of Mississippi Christian University, Division III school from Pineville, Louisiana. Former Pineville Rebel. Oh, one's outside. Loser takes off. Throwing on a second, the good one, not in time. Stolen base for Abby Loser. Runner in scoring position. Still only one away. Next pitch, swung on it, missed. Now 1-2. For her first hit of the night again, went down on strikes looking her first time. Played 6 games this past season, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for her in her 6 at-bats. 1-2. Chops this one right in front of the plate. Robbie Van's got to be quick with it. Throw to first is in time for round number 2. Loser does advance to third. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Essentially a swinging bunt there from Hale, and now it brings up Barnes, who lined out to right her last time up. With a runner on and 2 away. First pitch to her. Inside, ball 1. Trying to see if he can minimize damage here. Has not. Upper run just yet through an inning and 2/3. Her first base runner and Loser steals second, advances to third. Rain looking for their first run. That one stays inside 2-0. Starting to set once again here on that third base side. Right field a little winding out there for Olivia Thornton. 2-0. Out and away now 3-0. See if Barnes gets the green light. Find out to right her last time up. Mississippi State product, the rising sophomore out of Knoxville, Tennessee. 3-0. Hits this one third base side. Knocked down. Trying to make the throw across. Will be in time. Out number 3. The Bandits get out of it. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 1-0. Still your score. Bandits lead through the top half of 4. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Our Janet Tate's game in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League. You're on day 4.5 to make up for the rain out on the 14th. And this beautiful evening once again in northern Chattanooga. We'll be right back after this quick break. The Bandits come up to hit. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. Still 1-0 your score. Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here in the night match. Clouds starting to come overhead. Sun starting to set behind us here on the left-hand side. Bandits trying to go for their first win of the season. Rain trying to mount the comeback after going down 1-0 here. 5, 6, and 7 will come up for this Bandit squad. This side of the offense that decided to get everything going after getting the first 2 outs. They found 4 straight base runners, including the double from Thornton and the single by Yates to bring her home. Smoky Mountain Rain now come out to try and see if they can shut down this offense. Dance hits it, third base side, knocked down by the shortstop Loser. To first in time, out number 1. 1 swing, 1 out. Brings up Calhoun for the second time. Flew out to first her last time up. Dyersburg State product, the JUCO from Owensboro, Kentucky. Fouls this off 0-1. Behind the plate here tonight, utility player. A lone Kentucky native this season, the former Apollo Eagle. 22 games last year, 22 at-bats for her. 2 doubles, 2 stolen bases, the business major with a minor in criminal justice. 0-1. Stays high now, 1-1. Committed currently to Columbia International, the NAIA school. 1-1. Fouls it off now, 1-2. Past season, a 610 OPS for her, a 292 on base percentage, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, in her 22 at bats. Fire will step out here really quickly. Mound is all nice if you like, giving Buffington a little bit of extra breathing time here with 1 out. Calhoun a chance here to try and get herself on for the first time tonight. Again, flew out the first her last time up. Thornton will come up next, a double and a run scored. She has 3 straight extra base hits in her last 3 at-bats. 2 homers and a double. 1-2 to Calhoun. Excuse me, swing fouls it off. Still 1-2. Almost takes out Thornton. Don't do that. That's your offense. One out, nobody on after the ground out from Dans. 1-2. On the outer half called strike 3, 2 away. Another strikeout for Buffington. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Thornton once again. See if he can maybe kick off another 2-out rally. And so last time, doubled left center and then came around to score on the single from Yates. Great speed here for the rising junior out of Queens U, the Division I product. Fouls this one off 0-1. The tall outfielder who's been the ultimate utility player already this year from Bentonville, Arkansas. Bentonville West Wolverine, former volleyball player in high school. 100 starts on the dot for her in college softball, the 0-1. Down and away now, 1-1. Had, to be truthfully, an absurd stat line. 48 starts last year, 359 average, and over 1,100 OPS. 1-1. Tad too high, now 2-1. 10 homers for her last year, 36 RBIs, 41 runs, 21 total extra base hits. She committed a singular error last year. 2-1. Tad 2 inside. That is 3-1, I thought. That's 3-1. That should be 3-1. I thought that's 3-1. Thornton thought that was ball 4. That's 3-1. She said that might have clipped her on the knee. Home plate umpire disagrees. She's saying that caught her on the kneecap. I guess not. I couldn't see it from here. Thornton thought it caught her on the knee. She's not going to complain about it too hard, so 3-1 now to count, 2 away. Thornton looking to see if she can get on here. Buffington's next pitch is outside. This will be ball 4, so just an extra pitch. That one should be ball 4. Now she realizes it. On for the second time here tonight. Everything politely at home plate. And now runner on with 2 outs. Going on for the second time. Yates comes up. First pitch swinging, hit a left field single to bring around Thornton. Great speed now here on first base for this Bandits squad. Arkansas native sits at first. First pitch to Yates. Called a strike, 0-1. Left fielder comes in for the second time tonight. UNC Wilmington product from Ringgold, Georgia, the rising junior. Baylor School Red Raider. 0-1. Hits this one. Second base side softly. Recrosio's got it. Shovel to first in time. Out number 3. We go to the top half of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 your score. No hits, 1 walk, no errors. 1 runner does get left stranded. We go to the top half of the fifth. Bandits still lead over the rain here at Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we go through the back half now here. We go to the top of the fifth. Claire Faris will come in now and try and see if she can lock it down here for this Bandit squad, looking for their first win here of the summer. Rain trying to see if they can mount the comeback, looking for their very first win of the year as well. We'll be back in just a moment here. Watch Scenic City Collegiate League softball in the nightcap here on night 4.5. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the fifth inning we go. Still 1-0 your score. The Bandits lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain. Go now to this top half of the fifth. 5, 6, 7 coming up now for this Rain squad. Tong, Frazier, and Recrozio. Ground out for all three of them. Their last time's up. They'll face off against the IU Indy product now. The first pitch is for a strike, 0-1. So Robbie Bang gets through 2 clean. Brings up the IU Indy Jaguar. First time here tonight on the mound. Rising junior. 0-1. Way outside this time now, 1-1. Ferris now comes in. Transfer portal native, the former Wheeling Bearcat from Valparaiso, Indiana. 1-1. Hard swing from Tong, just too far foul. Now 1-2. Shown to have great line drive power already this year. Trying to keep that one fair. Former 4-year starter at Wheeling. Had a 30-8 record through high school. Just a tad under a 2 ERA. 679 strikeouts through 330 innings of work in high school. Under a 200 average against her. She went 7-7 over 21 appearances, 15 starts her freshman year. Tong swings through it. That's fouled off. 1-2. Complete game, 9-inning shutout against Oakland. Past year, 57 2/3 inning of work over 20 appearances. Great beat game against Ball State in a 2-1 loss. 1-2. Tong back up the middle. Ferris got a glove on it. She'll pick it up and make the throw to first for out number 1. Now brings up the catcher Frazier for the second time here tonight. Now the Longwood, Florida native, the Lyman Greyhound formerly. This one outside for ball 1. Cloud coverage starting to take over here. So kind of a clear sky over right where the sun is shining. By the time the sun will go down, we'll have full cloud coverage probably, the 1-0. Big swing and a miss, the off speed, now 1-1. Crozio would hit next. The ground out on the excuse me swing to the pitcher her last time. Frazier, this past season, 2 starts in 4 games, a hit and a walk for her in her 6 at-bats. This bounces in the dirt, now 2-1. It's 318 and north of a 760 OPS her sophomore year. 2-1. Big swing at the off speed, now 2-2. 1 out, nobody on after the ground out from Tong. Still 1-0 your score here in the top of the 5th inning. Bandits lead over the Rain. After the double and single from Thornton and Yates. Off speed, skies it, shortstop side, underneath it for out number 2. It brings up the second baseman Rocrozio for the second time tonight. 2 down, nobody on. The left-handed hitter. UT Martin product steps to the plate. Former Lindsley School cadet. Started her collegiate career at St. Bonaventure. Sharply, left-hand side, gets down, base knock. Rocrozio's first hit of the night. Gets it off the end of the barrel and shoots it into left field. 2-out single, and brings up Boudreaux. Now, Kalen Boudreaux, the Tallahassee State product from Lexington, South Carolina. Rising sophomore. She lined out the left her last time up. First pitch swinging, off speed 0-1. Boudreaux, who hit that missile to left field her last time up. Up now for the second time tonight. Former Gray Collegiate Academy War Eagle, 0-1. Fouls it off in the off speed, now 0-2. Fun little statistic out of her as well. She hit over 580 in her team's victories. When they lost, she batted a .192. She never struck out in a team victory. The 0-2. Skies this one foul, still 0-2. Played in 42 games this last season. 818 on base, or an 818 OPS, a 344 on base percentage. 30 RBIs and 3 homers for her, 9 doubles. When she was playing well, the rest of the team played well. 0-2 hits this one softly left-hand side, still 0-2. She's had a fairly good start here for this ranked squad this summer. Still again looking for their first win. Down 1-0 to this Bandit squad here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs, runner at first after the 2-out single by Rocrozio. Trying to keep the line moving for a little 2-out lightning of their own. 0-2 delivery. Off speed high, now 1-2. Patterson would hit next. Went down looking her last time up. Or excuse me, it'll actually be Amanda Ray Leach currently on the on-deck circle. We will see that sticks here in just a moment. 1-2. Hits to the mound, picked up by Ferris, throw to first in time, out number 3. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Bandits still lead. 1-0 your score over the Smoky Mountain Range to the top of 5. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner gets left stranded. Here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll see if Shelby Buffington will go yet another inning of work here in just a moment. You can watch the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment for the remainder of this ball game. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bandits lead over the rain here through the top of 5. And come up to hit 1-0 your score. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Still 1-0 your score. Bandits ahead in this one. A couple defensive changes here now for this Rain squad. Jamerson will move from left to center field. Loser will move now from shortstop out to left. And will move from first base now at the right field. Barnes moves from the DP to first base. Hong will now move to the DP position. Frazier will now head out to what I believe is right field. And Ray Leach now in at second base. Patterson will move to the bench. Crozio, I believe, now out there. Actually, I think it's shortstop. First pitch inside from Buffington. First strike one. Trying to get everybody sorted here, but now it brings up 9, 10, and 11 for this Bandit squad. I mean, Clark had a single her last time up to keep the train moving along in that second inning. That saw the bases get loaded. She'll lay this one foul, now 0-2. She tried to keep that line moving, was left stranded at second after the single by Yates to bring in the go-ahead run for this Bandit squad. They still lead 1-0. Shreve now at third base for this Rain squad, so pretty much an entirely new infield except for Crozio now moved over to shortstop. Throw now behind the plate, 0-2. Hits it right back up the middle. Buffington's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time for out number 1. One down now here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Brings up Lily Blaylock, who was hit by a pitcher last time up. UNC Greensboro product. Words of advice now for the Chattanooga State commit, the former Saudi Daisy Trojan. First pitch from Buffington. Up in the zone, ball 1. Simon would hit next if given the opportunity. Struck out swinging her last time up with the bases loaded. Now for Blaylock. It's just one foul, now 1-1. That one, I think, ended up inside of the dugout. Turn out right field to start off this ball game. Up now for the second time here tonight. But stranded at first base after that hit by pitch that loaded him up. 1-1 from Buffington. Down the dirt, hold the ball, now 2-1. Actually, I think the home plate umpire called that a strike. So we're 1-2. That was he gave the strike signal. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. Okay. 2 outs now here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. On a ball that bounced in the dirt was called a strike, and then Blaylock goes down swinging. So 2 outs now, nobody on. It brings up Simon for the second time. Buffington with yet another strikeout. 4 on the night for her. Simon back up the middle. Buffington's got it once more. Throw to first in time. Quick little inning here. The Rain shut down the Bandits offense here in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Still 1-0 your score. Bandits trying to see if they can shut down the remainder of this Rain offense. Down 1-0 is this Rain squad. You're in night 4.5. The night match, sun's starting to really set behind us now here on that third base side. Cloud coverage is coming. Stay away, Rain. We don't want to see you ever here. Not until the midnight time. It'll be fine. Either way, 1-0 your score. We'll be right back after this quick break here at Janet Tate Stadium. You've been watching here in Northern Chattanooga, Scenic City Collegiate League softball. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning we go. First pitch to Amanda Ray Leach. Got her in a hit-by pitch on the first pitch that she sees tonight as she comes in for Johnny Patterson. And now a runner on with nobody out brings up Allie Shreve. So Amanda Ray Leach had a whole bunch of things to talk about her. The Newton, Mississippi native reaches first base on the first pitch. So brings up Shreve for the second time tonight. She flew out to third her last time. Drives it hard on the left field line. Foul, 0-1. Shreve with a lot of pop in that bat. Solo home run already this year that she put over on that left light pole in left center field. Down to the count now, 0-1, runner at first, nobody out. Second pitch, hits it hard. Third base side gets through. First knock of the night for Shreve. Runners at second and first, still nobody out, and brings up Lauren Jamerson. Jamerson 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, 1 to second, 1 to first, has hit them relatively back up the middle both times. A little shaded to that right side of the infield if you can see it. Leach now at second, Shreve at first. First pitch to Jamerson. In the dirt, ball 1. And with that compact swing, the Division II product started at Sweetbriar College through a majority of her collegiate career. Returns back to this Range squad with that Barton College last season from Buckingham, Virginia. 1-0. Out and away and out, 2-0. Someone with a work ethic that many could dream of. Drives it, third base side. That's a foul ball. They're going to call it foul. As Jordan, the head coach of this Range squad, will come down the line to argue it. It looked fair from up here. I could not tell you exactly. It was a strong swing. Would have possibly brung around the Leach. The third baseman, Thomas, made a diving try. Could not get a glove on it. That's actually Louis Blaylock. I apologize. Now 2-1 the count, nobody out. Runners at second and first. Jamerson trying to drive in the first run for the Rain. Next one inside a strike, 2-2. A Loser would get the chance to hit next. She is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. A stolen base for her. She's been left stranded at second and third both times. 2-2 to Jamerson. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. One down now brings up Loser. Shortstop moved out the left field her last time in the field. Comes up for the third time, 2 for 2 from Fort Mill, South Carolina, the rising sophomore, the JUCO product from Lewisburg College. Hits this one right back up the middle, gets into center field. Leach is going to be held up at third. She's going to try and break for the plate. The throw's on the money. She bobbles it. The run scores. And now Loser's stuck between second and first. They're going to make the throw over. Run down now as Loser gets into second. Shreve stuck between second and third. Now trying to run her down is Blaylock. Will go back to second base. Runner's still going. Shreve will get the tag on her. Loser makes it into second. 1-1 your score, and a runner in scoring position with 2 away. How do you want to try and score that? I don't know. The Rain take the lead, or excuse me, tie the game at 1 apiece. So Loser does make it into second on the single. Leach will come around to score. Shreve cut down. It'll be a 8-2, 4-5-6, I believe. First pitch is a strike now to Hale, 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 away. A 1. Down and away for a ball. Loser. Real far off that second base back. She has great speed. She has been cut down, though, on a pickoff previously. Chance to maybe give this Range squad the lead. They are now tied at 1 apiece after a single up the middle brings home Leach. 1-1 is fouled off by Hale, 1 and 2. Third hit of the night for Loser. Playing well under these lights at Janet Tate Stadium. She'd been left stranded at second and third. Her last time's up. She's able to bring home the run this time. She said, I'll do it myself, gosh darn it. 1 and 2 to Hale. Hits this one hard. First base side. Simon boots it. Hale chugging for first. She'll make it in time. Loser gonna try and score. She will, standing. And the Reign lead 2-1. Fowler now at first base, tries to pick it up, could not keep it in front of her, tries to dive to tack first base. Hale beats it, fouled off now by Barnes, makes it 0-1. We'll see if that's labeled as an error, but Loser does come around to score. And now 2 outs and a runner at first. The Reign have their first lead of the night in the top of the 6th. 0-1. Barnes hits it softly, shortstop side, lands in left center field, a base knock. Another hit for the Reign. Second and first, 2 away. A hit by pitch, a single, another single, and an error, and now a single again. 4 in the inning brings up Tong, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out to shortstop and first. Drives this one foul, 0-1. For her first hit of the night for the Greensboro College product. Shown a lot of pop in that bat. Trying to see if she can land one fair. Second team all-conference this past season at Greensboro College. Former Arcadia High School member, 0-1. Hits this one hard, right center field. That ball gets down, knocked down by Robbie Van. Runner's going to try and score. Throw comes into second base. It goes into third. An RBI single. Hale comes to score. 3-1, the Reign lead. Tong gets her first hit of the night, a line drive to right. Now it brings up Frazier, 0 for 2 is she. Runners at the corner. Off speed down away for ball 1. Frazier flew out short her last time up, grounded out to second base her first appearance. 1-0. Inside hit the batter, base is loaded with 2 outs. Now it brings up Dira Crozia, 1 for 2, a single and a ground out to the mound her last time, or her first time up. Dangerous middle infielder, looking to see if she can extend this Reign lead, now 3-1. Still 2 outs. 4 straight batters have reached now for the Reign. First pitch, chops it, first base side. Fowler's got it, goes to first in time, out number 3. They will minimize it to 3. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. Collection of hits, 3 runs come around. They do leave the bases loaded. Go to the bottom half of the frame. The Reign lead for the first time tonight. Right back after this quick break. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. Reign lead over the Bandits, 3-1. We'll be back in just a moment here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. We'll be back in just a moment. Go to the bottom half of the frame. 3-1. Reign lead now over the Bandits. Bottom of the sixth inning we go. 3-1 your score. The Reign have their first lead of the ball game. The Bandits now trying to see if they can bring this one back. They'll start off at the top of the lineup. Thomas, Van, and Fowler in order. So Thomas now comes in 0 for 2, fly out to first and right. Her last 2 times up. Buffington will look to get through 6 here. She has looked solid through these last 3. Has allowed 1 hit, 1 walk through her last 3 innings of work. See if she can get through this bottom of the 6th and hold up this lead. Now ahead by 2. First pitch is down and away for ball 1. Thomas, who started at third base tonight. Her way to the plate for the 3rd time. No gloves for her as well. It's one foul, now 1-1. So the player comes up to the plate once again. Former Northwood Charger comes up. 1-1 the count, nobody on, and she'll drive this one. Right field, trying to get underneath it will be Hale in foul ground. She'll make the grab, out number 1. Fly out of the night for Thomas to right. Now brings up Robbie Van. Ground out to third and second, her 2 times up. Former Georgia Military College Bulldog comes up. Now NAIA product, former Chattanooga Choo-Choo. With the Bandit squad this season, Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. First pitch swinging, chops it, shortstop side, picked up by Recrozio. She bobbles it and allows Van to reach. With 1 out, runner on now for Christian Fowler. See if that'll be labeled as a hit or as an error. I think it'll be labeled as a hit. Robbie Van will trade places now with Addie Yates. Now it brings up the dangerous Christian Fowler, already 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a stolen base tonight. First pitch, swings, drives it, center field, trying to back up is Jamerson. It's over, headed off the bottom of the wall. Now here comes Yates into third base. Throw comes into third. Second and third, 1 away. Bandits trying to strike back. Jamerson was shaded in a couple of steps. I don't know if it was going to matter very much. That thing was smoked to center field. And now it brings up Stanley. Struck out swinging and lined out to left, her 2 times up today. First pitch from Buffington. Fouls it off 0-1. 3-1 your score. Reign have their first lead of the night. Bandits trying to see if they can tie it up or even retake the lead. Stanley with the opportunity here. 0 for 2 is she on the night. Rising sophomore from the state of Washington. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Former Moses Lake Covenant Christian School member, the former Lion. 39 games played last year at Wanatee Valley College, the JUCO product. 13 total extra base hits, 6 triples for her last year. 407 on base percentage, just shy of a 900 OPS, 24 RBIs, 38 runs. Swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 away. Another strikeout for Buffington. And now 2 outs, trying to leave the runner stranded. It brings up Dance for the 3rd time tonight. Flew out the 3rd and grounded out to short her last 2. Fouls this off, 0-1. Former U of North Texas product. Last year at Chattanooga State. Hit the transfer portal once more as the rising junior. 0-1. Swung on and missed, now 0-2. Second and third, 2 away. Yates at third, Fowler at second. After the single from Van and the double from Fowler, Yates takes the place of Van on the base pass. 0-2, chops it, third base side, foul, still 0-2. been clutch this year already for this Bandit squad. Again, a grand slam for her this season. To see if she can tie this game or even retake the lead for the Bandits. Down 3-1, hits it, shortstop side, knocked down Recrozio to first in time, out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Go to the top half of the frame. 2 runners get left stranded. Bandits down to the range, 3-1. We go to the 7th inning here at Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball here on night 4.5, a makeup game for the Rain out on the 14th. Continue play. Rain looking for their first win of the season. Bandits trying to mount the comeback. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top half of the frame. Top of the 7th inning we go. 3-1 your score. Rain lead over the Bandits here through 6. We go the top half of the frame. 8, 9, and 10 come up now for this Rain squad. Kalen Boudreau will go ahead and lead us off. 0-for-2 on the night, a ground out to the pitcher and a line drive to left field. Emma Simon comes back out for the second time here tonight on the mound. She will throw ball 1 outside for 1-0. Simon, who started this game with 2 innings of work, now comes in to see if he can get this final frame. Next pitch, skied. Right back to the mound. Simon underneath it, out number 1. One down now here in the top of the 7th. Brings up Amanda Ray Leach for the second time. She was hit by a pitch and came around to score in that 6th inning on the single by Lozer that resulted in the goofy rundown that happened there. Next one stays low, now ball 1. The new Mississippi native, the Duco product, comes to the plate. Second time for her tonight. Moved into second base. Next pitch, a strike. Now 1-1. For Leach, the former Choo-Choo, teammate, funny enough, of Christian Fowler and Robbie Van of this Bandit squad, sees this one high now, 2-1. Turning back to the Scenic City Collegiate League, the rising redshirt junior out of East Central Community College, the Warriors. Newton County High School, the former Cougar. Hits this one hard. Shortstop side. Nice play at short. Throw to first. Not in time. Infield single for Amanda Ray Leach. Great play at shortstop for Macy Calhoun, who moves her way out there. Just not able to make the throw in time. And an infield single. Puts a runner on with 1 away. Now it brings up Shreve, already a single for her tonight as she drove 1 to left field her last time up. First pitch. Driven hard, left field, second home run of the season for Shreve off the baseball field scoreboard. Five to 1. Second home run of the season for Shreve. Second time she's hit it right there. Last time it hit the light pole and left. This time it hits the opposite scoreboard as she got all of that one. And the Reign now lead by 4. Second hit of the night. She's now 2 for 3, and it brings up Jamerson, who went down swinging her last time up. She's 0 for 3. First pitch of the ball, 1-0. Last time she saw Zymet, she grounded out the second. Now looking to get on for the first time here tonight with a 4-run advantage to her team's side. 1-0. Hits this one sharply. Shortstop side. Calhoun bobbles it. Can't pick it up. The runner will reach again. We'll see if they'll count that as an error or as a hit, but Jamerson reaches for the first time tonight. And it brings up Loser 3 for 3. A double, 2 singles, a run scored, an RBI that tied this ball game up, and a stolen base with 1 out and a runner on. First pitch out and away, ball 1. Juco product has performed quite well under the lights here tonight. Sophomore from South Carolina. Sees this one bounce on the dirt and away. Jamerson was off with the gun. She will get into second base without a throw. Wild pitch allows for Jamerson to advance. Now second with 1 out. Loser a chance here. The switch hitter with 2 outs, or excuse me, 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Sees this one outside, ball 3. Hale would hit next, reached on an error her last time and came around to score as well. That got the go-ahead run in Loser to score from second. 3-0. In the dirt, ball 4. Second and first with 1 away. Fourth time tonight, Loser's reached. Now it brings up Hale. Started at first, moved to right field. Well, for 3 on the night, did again reach on that error back in that 6th inning. Comes up for the 4th time tonight. Grounded out to the pitcher and has struck out. First pitch inside, ball 1. Jamerson now at second. Loser at first. On an error and a walk. Shreve, a 2-run shot after the single by Leach, has given the Reign a 5-1 lead. Next pitch driven. Right field gets down for a base knock. Bases will be loaded. Jamerson's going to try and score. A great throw from Robbie Van. Not in time. The run will score. Now Loser trying to play for the plate. No one there to get her. 7-1 now your score. Loser comes all the way around from first. Great base running once again. And now 7-1 your score. Abby Wowser flying around from first base. Saw the ball, got away from the catcher. After Jamerson scored, a great throw from Robbie Van, just not able to be handled at home plate. And Loser, with a head full of steam, came flying in. No one really covering the bag. And now it brings up Barnes with a single already tonight. 1 for 3 is she, with a runner at second and 1 out. First pitch down and away, ball 1. Still only 1 away. Hale now at second after the advancement on the throw. Next pitch to Barnes is high, 2-0. So after being held scoreless through 5, the Reign have now found 7 through 2. 2-0. Guys, this one. Shallow right center field. Trying to get underneath. It will be the second baseman. Grabbed by Addie Yates. Brown number 2. Runner holds at second. Brings up Tongue for the second time, or excuse me, for the second time in as many innings. Ripped the single her last time up to right center. 1 for 3. She with a ground out to short her first time up, and a ground out to the pitcher with 2 outs and a runner on. Chops this one. Shortstop side. Calhoun's got it on the backhand. Got delayed as the runner broke for third. She makes no throw. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. She saw the runner coming across her vision. Thought about it. Thought too long. Tong reaches. And it brings up Frazier with 2 outs and runners on in the corners. Was hit by a pitcher last time up. Fouls it off 0-1. 7-1 now your score. Rain lead this one. 2-run shot from Shreve. And a 2-run scoring single by Hale. 0-1. First strike, now 0-2. Hale at third, Tong at first. Single, and then the technically infield single, 0-2. Hits this one sharply through the middle, it gets in. A run will score 8-1. Rain have now found 8 runs through 2. Another one comes in. Frazier with a knock right back up the middle. Her first hit of the night brings up Recrozio. She is 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out to the pitcher, ground out to first her last time. First pitch. Hold a strike, 0-1. Second baseman, shortstop, middle infield combo here today. Comes up here for the second time in as many innings. Boudreau would come up next if given the chance. She was the first out of this inning. Recrozio shows bunt inside for a ball, now 1-1. Tong at second, Frazier at first after the RBI single. 5 runs here in the 7th. Recrozio lays a beautiful bunt, picked up by Fowler, goes to third with it. It's in time, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. 8-1 now your score. Rain lead it here as we go to the bottom half of the frame. Right back after this quick break as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Here at Janet Tate Stadium, northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 2 runners do get left stranded. 5 come across here in the 7th. Bandits will have to try and mount a mighty comeback for their first win of the night or the year. Rain trying to see if they can cruise to the victory. Buffington trying to go the complete game. We'll find out here in just a moment if she's got the power to do it. Here at Janet Tate Stadium, northern Chattanooga. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball in the nightcap. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th inning, we go. 8-1. Now your score. The Rain lead here as we go to the bottom half of the frame. They had no runs scored through 5. First pitch is inside. Swing did not go around. Ball 1 to Macy Calhoun. Shortstop comes up 0 for 2 on the night. They found no runs through 5. They find 8 here through the back half. Now Amanda Ray leads. Diving attempt at second. Can't keep it in front of her. An infield single. As Calhoun gets on for the first time here tonight. Leach diving to her left. Got it, but just had it bounce out of her glove on the dive. Now brings up the dangerous Olivia Thornton. Double run scored on a walk for her tonight. Has reached in her last 4 plate appearances 3 straight extra base hits when she has made contact. First pitch outside of strike 0-1. Outfielder, utility player, infield as well. Started off at shortstop tonight. First pitch outside for a ball and throw down to second. Not in time. The ball ends up in center field as no one was there. Great jump from Calhoun, a stolen base. 1-1 now the count. Nobody out, runner in scoring position for Thornton. He was the go-ahead run back in that second inning on the double. Still show bunt, pull it back. Hits this one hard, right-hand side foul. Still now 1-2. Yates will hit next, 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out to second her last time up. And it's down 8-1. Buffington trying to get the complete game. Gave up that solo run in the second inning. Got out of the bases loaded jam. Got out of a second and third jam in that sixth inning. 1-2 bounce in the dirt, now 2-2. Runner breaks for third, throws a good one, not in time. Calhoun heads up play, breaks for third. Another stolen base for her. 2-2 the count now to Thornton. Nobody out, runner at third. Down 8-1, she'll show bunt again. Pulls it back just a tad inside, 3-2. Yates in the on-deck circle. Thornton dangerous. Again, 1 for 1 on the night, a walk and a double. She came in to go with the go-ahead run in the second. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Then we get another strikeout. 6 now on the night. She's had 1 almost every inning except for that third frame. First pitch to Yates. Fouls it off 0-1. He started off in left field tonight. Single for her, got left stranded at third in that second inning. The go-ahead RBI score in that second frame. 0-1. Had too high, now 1-1. Ringgold, Georgia native, UNC Wilmington product. Baylor School Red Raider. 1-1. High again, now 2-1. Former volleyball and basketball player back in high school. 40 games played this past season, 4 starts for her. 21 runs scored, 2-1. Bounces in the dirt, now 3-1. Get on for the second time here tonight. Clark will hit next, a single and a ground out for her as well. She was left stranded at second her last time that she reached in that second inning. 3-1. Inside a strike, now 3-2. Clark next, Blaylock in the hole, give him the chance. Runner at third, 1 away. Bandits down 8-1. 3-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. Bottom of the 7th inning we sit. Rain leading this one after going down 1-0 in the second. They finally break through in the 6th inning. They put up 3. They put up 5 in the top of the 7th. Buffington trying to get through the complete game. 3-2. Hits it softly. Back to the mound. Buffington will go to first with it for out number 2. The run will score. So essentially a sacrifice hit. But now 2 down as she unselfishly goes to first base with it. It brings up Clark with nobody on. Two outs. Run does score. Clark comes up for the 3rd time today. First pitch swinging, fouls it off 0-1. Clark, the rising sophomore from UNC Greensboro, former Hampton, North Carolina native, hits this one third base side. Shreve's got it to first in time. That will end the ball game. Complete game for Buffington, and that will end it here. 8-2 the final. Reign their first victory of the season. They take it in dramatic fashion. Ferris will take the loss in this one. She goes 2 innings, gives up those 3 runs in the sixth. Buffington, a complete game, 7 innings, gives up only 2 runs. She will get her first win of the season. The Reign take it here tonight. 1-3 now on the year. Bandits fall to 0-4. Both these teams will be back at it once again tomorrow. Go back to the morning matchups. Go ahead and look ahead on the schedule here. What was supposed to today was supposed to technically be an off day for a lot of these players with the rain out. They play here tonight. They go back to it again tomorrow. Bandits will take on the Red Bats at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, of course. Smokies will play the Reign actually in another night matchup, so there will be another night matchup. Reign will get back-to-back primetime matchup. It'll be Smoky and Reign tomorrow night at 7:30. Red Bats and Bandits to start us off tomorrow morning at 10. That will go ahead and end it out here tonight. From beautiful northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, cloud coverage coming. Hopefully it stays away. Get some dryness. We don't get washed out. We can get into some morning softball, of course, tomorrow morning again. Red Bats and Bandits will take it off once again. I'll go ahead and end out here. Buffington with the win, 8-2 the final. Reign their first win of the season. They will play again tomorrow night against the Smokies. Thank you again for tuning in here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Keep on watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more. I'll see you all tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening as well. We'll continue it out here in the Scenic City Collegiate League summer. Thank everyone and have a great rest of your night.